My dad was going through med school in the early 80s. And I said this to him. I was like, look, in 1981, you could go to a public university. You could work full-time during the summer and part-time during like spring breaks and stuff. You could pay for your tuition, your room and board, and your food. And you'd end up somewhere $5,000 to $7,000 benefit, like in savings. If you did that today, you'd be in the whole 20 grand for doing the exact same amount of work, right? But it's again worse than that, because if you look at the statistics, I know I hate being the bearer of bad news here, but it's actually worse than that, because if you look at students, their expectations, starting at millennials and going down to Gen Z, they have better high school graduation rates. They have better military access, better volunteerism. They do more extracurricular activities. They have better college graduation rates. So the amount of work required for folks in my generation and younger to even be able to get into college is so much higher than it was in the early 80s. So it's not just about test scores. It's about, I mean, I don't know if you have kids or not, but like they have to volunteer, right? You have to go and do these extracurricular activities. Like, name me a kid that isn't doing at least one sporting activity and generally one creative activity like art or music or something, right? Like, those have become a requirement to get into college now. So our children, our younger folks, are doing as much as was required for our older people, and then some, just to have a chance at getting into the same spot. And then when they finally get their degree, they're saddled with, $50,000 to $100,000 in student loan debt, which just did not exist, back in the 80s. And so that's the thing that bothers me.